What's happening, good people? Welcome to the channel. I'm Wes, aka Mr. Budget Watch, and today we have an episode of Watch Wars. So on one hand we have the San Martin, and on the other we have the Tandorio. Now you can clearly see both of these are homaging the same watch, but which one is better? Now the reason why I think this one is quite a decent comparison is actually there's not that much price difference between them. I mean, yes, there is a bit of a gap, but it's definitely not massive. You could easily, save for the more expensive one, or would you save money and get this one? That's what we're really trying to find out today. So as they're slightly different, this one has a strap, this one has a bracelet, we're going to be foregoing that category and replacing it with bezel instead. So same thing, 10 categories, 100 points, the winner is the one with the most at the end. So first up we're going to start with design, and of course they do have a lot of similarities. The case shape is exactly the same, and the styling is quite similar as well. Obviously we have the same style indices, the same sort of border date window, the same handset, but the San Martin does take things that little bit extra. I do actually prefer the San Martin, but again, design is personal preference. I prefer the colour of the San Martin, I prefer the bezel. I think their branding looks better, and I just think overall, even though it's technically the same, it just looks more premium. And yes, it is more premium, but it looks it too. I mean, the Tandorio looks really nice, don't get me wrong, I do like it, but this just looks that next level better. But again, design is all personal preference. I also prefer like the accents on the bezel as well. I just think it looks a little bit nicer than the Tandorio. But again, just personal preference. Moving on to build and finish, and of course, the San Martin does take the edge there. I mean, the Tandorio is actually pretty good. We've got some good finishing on the case. The bracelet is not the best, but the finishing on the case on this one is really nice and uniform, so smooth. You can see that in the review from the close-up shots. It's just so well done. The polishing is better, it's cleaner, but again the Tandorio is pretty good. I mean, it's just the bracelet really that kind of lets it down a little bit. So yeah, the San Martin obviously, they are really known for their build quality and their finishing, and it's just that next level good. This is good, this is just better. So now we're going to talk bezel, and actually this one is quite close. So I'm going to give it to the San Martin just. And there is one reason for that. The action on this one is better. It just feels nicer. Really, really solid feeling. It feels a little bit Seiko-esque, and I do really like how Seiko bezels feel. Everything lines up as it should. Really rock solid feeling bezel. My only issue is the grip. It's just a little bit slippery. I mean, it looks really nice, the really deep coin edge, but it's just slippery. It's not got that much grip. I mean, luckily, the bezel's not like really stiff, but compared to the Tandorio, the grip on that one is just better. So we'll switch over, and this is the Tandorio. You can see we've got the same coin edge, but this one, the grooves are just a little bit deeper, and it just gives you a bit more purchase. This one does have a little smidge of play in between the clicks. Everything's really well defined though. Really solid again feeling bezel. Everything lines up as it should. The action's really nice, and we do have more grip. So it doesn't feel as nice, but it's easier to use thanks to the better grip. So it's very, very close. So moving on to comfort, and I've again give the edge to the San Martin. And we're foregoing the bracelet and strap, because obviously they do change our watches wear, but this one just feels a little bit different on wrist. I noticed in my review, this one just, the actual ergonomics of it, even though it's the same, just feels a slight better. It's not much, but it does feel a little bit better. Tried this on a bracelet and it is more comfortable, so yeah, a little bit strange actually. I can't really figure out why this one is more comfortable than this one when they're basically the same. Obviously the cases are ever so slightly different, but yeah, this one is just a little bit more comfortable. So now we're going to talk Lume, and this one is just no contest at all. The Tandorio does take a big loss, and this is probably one of the biggest letdowns of this watch is the lume. It is not very good at all. Even compared to like the Steel Dive, which I don't have hands on with, but I've seen lume videos and shots of it, and it's brilliant compared to what this one is. The San Martin again is absolutely fantastic. The lume is so bright and it lasts for ages. So clear winner here. As you can see by the video, it's just no contest at all. The San Martin just absolutely destroys the Tandorio. So if they're ever to make a version 2 of this, that is one big thing they need to fix, is the lume. So moving on to the movement, and actually the Tandorio takes the win. This is using a PT5000, this is using an NH35. Both are fantastic movements in their own right. This one just gets the slight edge because it's a little bit more of a premium movement. It's high beat, 4 Hz instead of the thingy. Is it 3 or 2.5? I don't know. But anyway, it's 28,800, 21,600. So this has just got an ever so slightly smoother sweep. All the same specifications. I mean, NH35 does have a better power reserve, but this one is just a little bit better across the board. Both feel absolutely fantastic. You can see from the reviews, both are really solid feeling movements. This one obviously is going to be easier to fix, easier to replace, easier to repair because there's more parts available, easier to get hold of the movements, even though they're a little bit premium at the minute. They're still easier to get hold of and fix than the PT5000, so that's why it's so close. So moving on to water resistance, and actually both of these have got claimed 200 meters, which is why they both score pretty much identical. The only reason why I've given this San Martin the edge is because for some reason I just feel a little bit more reassured by the San Martin. I'm not really sure why. I think I'd probably trust this to go deeper than this one. I don't really know why. I can't really explain it. So I'll just give it an extra half a point here. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel a little bit safer going snorkeling with this than I would this one. I think it's because San Martin have got a pretty good rep, whereas Tandorio, they're quite new, a little bit unproven compared to San Martin. So that could be why there. So now we get on to availability, and the San Martin does take the win here. So this is available, I've only seen it on AliExpress, and a couple have popped up on eBay. San Martin are on AliExpress, and I believe they even have their own website as well now, so you can actually buy them from there as well. So which is why the San Martin does score a little bit better, because it's available from more places. And obviously you can pick these up on eBay. I actually got mine from Reddit, surprisingly. I'd never thought that'd happen. But yeah, that's where I picked mine up from. So yeah, these are a little bit more available and easy to get hold of than these ones. So now we're going to talk brand, and we've already covered this a little bit, but San Martin just definitely takes the win. Not only does it sound better, it's got a little bit more of a history. I mean, obviously compared to big brands, it doesn't have history at all. But compared to Tandorio, I mean, they do have quite a bit of a thing, and their brand does carry weight. Especially when they're known for, quite impressive quality watches for their price point. Yeah, the prices, they have creeped up significantly, but I think they do have the quality to sort of keep up with that. Tandorio, they're new, they've got a bit, to prove themselves. But San Martin have definitely, they've been around a while longer, and they are known in the community for making good quality watches. So I think that's why the San Martin takes it, not just because it sounds better, because they've got a bit of a better rep. And finally, we're going to move on to the last category, which is price. And of course, this one is a win for the Tandorio, just because it's more affordable. So yeah, there's not actually that much difference, because I think both are really good value for money. Obviously you get the better movement in this one, but this one, as you can see by the final score, is better overall, which is why, the price, disparity is justified. This is the superior watch. Even though this has got the better movement, this is just better as a whole. It's better finished, it's better made. And if you really want to factor in comfort on this strap, it's more comfortable than on the bracelet. But obviously, you can put this on a silicone, same as this one, and it'd probably be a little bit more comfortable than on this bracelet. But yes, the San Martin does win, and it is quite a big win. Lume, it absolutely destroys it. Build, finishing, everything is just better than this one. So this is really good. Can't get away from it. It is a good little watch. This is just better. And yeah, even though, like I said, the pricing difference, so this one is over 130. This one you can pick it up for around 90. So it is good value, but I definitely recommend spending, you know, that bit more and getting this just for that bit more peace of mind, the better branding, you know, it's just the better watch. So yeah, guys, do you agree with my judgment? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any uploads. And of course, follow me on social media at Mr. Budget Watch. Thanks again. I'll see you soon.